Right, for this build I'm going to be using cobblestone, stone brick, maybe a bit of the white wool, some oak and some spruce as well. I'm just going to freestyle this and kind of see how it goes. So over here we have our nice little template. It should fit in roughly, I would say, have maybe a 50 times 50 area that you could probably fit it in. But we're going to start over here with our oak logs. Now we'll just place one for the time being, and we'll go from there basically. I don't know how it's going to look, so you've seen it at the beginning, so you guys know. But yeah, one, going to have 3 gaps, and then another one, another 3 gaps, so 1, 2, 3, as you can see, and then 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now for this side here, we're going to have a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 6th one, we're going to place a block. I think we should start to work on the stone here. So at the back of this, as you can see, that's going along there, and this is going across here. Behind this log, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then we're going to have a gap of 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to turn it like this to the right hand side, so that should be facing out like that. And we're going to do an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to start from this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to move back this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a little short, that one, as you can see, just one off it. And then this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 it should be altogether. Now we're going to go around to this side. I'll go up in the air so you can kind of see it after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be 6 altogether. And now we're going back. 1, 2, 3, as you can see. So we should have this kind of like squiggly snake. So now we're facing out towards this bit, and we're going to count 1, 2, and then place one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, place one out. 1, 2, place one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, place one out, and then 1, 2. And we're going to turn around to the right hand side and do an extra 3, making it 4. So 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 across there. Now we're moving back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to the side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're basically going the same length as that, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be in line with this one, as you can see there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It should be 17 all the way along there, and it should have 3 gaps in between there, so just make sure you've got it all right. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So along this bit with these logs here. And then behind it, 1, 2, 3, like that. And then it should all join together to that point. Now I'm going to go up in the air. And now we're going to go to this side here. So these along here, so it'll be the left hand side. We're going to grab our oak log. We'll just place 1. So count 1, 2. On the 3rd one, we're just going to place it next to it. Now at the side here, we're just going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps. On the 6th one, we place 1. And then we're going to have a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 gaps. On the 11th one, we place 1, and then go all the way to the side, and we should have that. So I'll go up in the air. You can pause it. Make sure you've got everything all correctly and all the dimensions. You should have a shape like that. Looking good. So what should we do? I have no clue. So, right, what we're going to do, right, I think I'm going to bring all these logs up an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So bring these all up to 7. I think that's where we can have the roof that joins. I might even have 2 roofs on these, but I'm not sure yet. I've kind of got an idea in my head what I want from this build, but at the same time it's kind of just, I'm just going to go with the flow of it. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Now of course behind here, as you can see behind these logs, we're going to raise this up. Now I will be taking blocks out of this, just for the simple reason it's so much easier if you have like a blank canvas where you've got all the blocks in, and then perhaps you like break a few blocks to try and put it in place. I definitely advise doing this when you're building, and definitely freestyling. because what it allows you to do, it allows you to actually see the build, and say that you're kind of quite close to your build like this, and you're always like building around it. You never actually take chance to step back and go, oh, do you know what, a window would be better there actually. And it helps me in the tutorials as well, because I don't want to be going, right, we put a window here and then find out later that that window sucks, and then I have to delete it, or even worse, I have to keep it because I know people wouldn't like it. So I get quite a few people moaning because they have to do it in survival, and they have to like pickaxe 3 like blocks out or something ridiculous like that. It's like, man, come on. It's like, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, man. That's why you haven't got a job and you're playing on Minecraft. I'm only joking. This is seriously my job. I can't believe it. Right, so this is what I'm going to do. I don't know what height-wise, but I think I'm tempted to do it in the oak, but at the same time, I think we should do it in the spruce. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, we'll put this like this. And we'll see how it looks. So we're just basically putting stairs like this, and then stair here and here. And then I'm going to get the spruce planks, or is it slab even? Planks, what am I on about? And get this going all the way across and just basically filling it all in. And we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to definitely, at this side, I'm going to do another one like this. So that one's kind of into the wall. But I don't mind. I think we can get away with that. And then just bring it up to this point, as you can see, like that. So bring them up here, and then we can start to work on some sort of design. I haven't decided if I want to do railings for it yet, and I'm going to try and not speed this up so I can show people how long these look. It's going to probably be like 2 or 3 hours long, and people are going to be like, oh my god. I'm not building that, but I'm going to do it because yeah, just the people who do watch my tutorials and like they do like the bigger ones. I wanted to do something a bit bigger. I want to keep it fairly simple but big at the same time, I think. Yeah, I'm going to use the oak here just for these bits going across here and this going across here. Now at this side this is where I'm going to put the staircase coming down, I think. Should we do a staircase from here? Maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1 gap on 5, so we should have a gap in between there, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. So we've got a 1 gap in between that. It's a very long staircase, but you know what? You only live once, brother. Why not? I'm going to put the stairs across here, and then it goes down to this point. We might have to actually remove some, to be honest, if I'm honest with you. Bring this over to here, and then this one comes down to here. But the reason why I've put these over here is just no reason really. It's just, this is what I mean, like stuff like this where I don't like, do you know what I mean? I might shave off that, and then I want to put something like a guard rail there and a guard rail maybe at the top there and at the top of that one. So there and there, and it's just so we can kind of stick a fence on there like that, fence on there, fence on this one, and then maybe put this one up. Should we put, yeah, I kind of like it like that. We should keep it like that. Now behind here, this is what I'm wanting to do. We're gonna have to do it like this. So this is basically running all the way on the inside, being careful that you don't hit the outer perimeter, because when this comes up, it's going to go up to that point there, and we're going to have to actually use some spruce at the top of it, so the spruce would go over the top of that like that, if you know what I mean. I just think it looks quite cool, and we could probably make a doorway in here so we can use this as usable space, maybe a walkway into the place. I think that might be quite cool. let's get this through. We could even take out some windows on this bit just to make it look, I don't know, work a bit better, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to use this spruce going all the way through. Hopefully you kind of get the idea of this. Like that, I'll go through to there, and it should end there. Just change this time again. So you should have something a little bit like that. Now on the inside of this first bit here, we could actually bring that up. And would one fit underneath this? Yeah. And we've got one perfectly fitting underneath the stair, like that. So it kind of comes down, it's got quite a nice feel to it. Now, what we can do, if you would like, you don't have to do this bit, but I'm thinking, if we're going to use it as usable space, we could maybe plop out these bits here, and we can either run like this across, or bushes, but I'm just going to go with the stone brick stairs. And then at the top of it, would that look good? Yeah, let's get some spruce slabs going over the top of it. We could even put it there as well, I guess. And then one there, that going across, we can have that as a window, and then this closing in here. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of detail in that bit. I kind of like it. If you don't like that bit, you can kind of change it around, you know, you can play around with it, so it doesn't have to be like that. If you want to keep it plain even, like that, I think it's even nicer plain. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I'm taking blocks out and stuff, I kind of do it so you've got your own sort of style to it. So if you don't like it a certain way, you don't feel like you have to keep it that way, you know. But yeah, maybe something like this. You could have windows in this bit, or you could have like those blocks as well. So you could have something like that. So you can kind of make it versatile. And because of people in Pocket Edition, I'm just going to use the plain glass in this, because I get a lot of people saying in Pocket Edition they don't have glass or something. The stained glass, which I think they should have sorted that out already, but they don't seem to have done anything with it. So I'm going to stick to this glass, I think. Right, so we've got that. Now I'm going to do this roof, kind of, hopefully it should go in here. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe just do this oak around here, but at the same time we could have something like this. Yeah, right, I'm gonna do this. So we'll get the spruce. I'm gonna keep this one fairly plain, this roof, and then the bigger roof we can kind of make it different colours, and then stop at that point, and then we're just gonna bring it up until we reach this wall here. So imagine an invisible wall here, so by the time this gets to here, I'll show you in a minute, that gets to that point, it should be resting against this wall, kind of thing. So we're going to keep that there for that bit, and then we can take these bits here and bring them all the way along, because they're actually going to be against that wall, because I'm going to raise that wall up a little bit higher. So I'll speed this up, this little bit up, of just bringing these all the way to this side, and just until we reach the point of that. And then we can put stairs underneath it, just to kind of give that design. Okay, that's going all the way across. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to bring this brick wall, might actually do one past it, like this, and we're going to go all the way across until we reach this point where we can bring this up, like that. And I'm just going to fill in all this plane, and we'll try and add some stuff a little later. But comment down below what you think to these bigger ones, if I should do more of them. I know I don't do them that often. I don't actually mind doing these ones, so long as I'm doing freestyle. If I end up building like a really big building and I have to do it again, it becomes really boring to me. But doing something like this, I'm going to bring this wall level up to the same height as this one, and then we can use the downward slope to kind of lock into the wall. and I'll change this time setting. Keep having to change that because I keep forgetting to I should really put it on a ticker or something. Right, so that's up to that wall. How can... I'm trying to think if that would look okay, or we could just start bringing it down like this. So yeah, I'm going to try this. It might not work, but I'm going to give it a go. So we're going to bring it in here. This is going to be the awkward bit of the tutorial. So this goes in here. I might have to bosh out this wall just to make my life a little bit easier, because yeah, so I'm just going to do that for now. You guys can struggle along if you want, but I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, so I'm going to fill that into there, and then this comes down. I'm going to put the stairs underneath. I'm actually going to have a log, an oak log, running all the way through to here. And then this one's going to come down until it reaches the same point as what we've got at the bottom of this one, just so it kind of doesn't look off and funny. Is that the same? Yeah, so you should be able to get a block that goes from here all the way to here, and you know if it's level. Now this bit here, we can bring that up to the top. What we can do, I don't know if this will look funky, like something like that, but this side will bring it up. I just want to do something a bit unique, something that stands out. So that's kind of nice, like that. That goes onto there. Probably will affect this little bit, but that's fine. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and across. Bring this up, and bring these up, probably to the same height, so it kind of locks into that. Bring it up to the same height as this one. Bring it up, we'll fill it all in plain, and we can add some detail in after. Like this, and just bring it all the way up to the top. Now for this little bit, I'm going to have like an archway, so we can put 2 stairs like that. But at the same time, I'm wanting to, would this work? Up to there, 1, 2, 3, and then up to there, and then we can have another archway here, and then put a stair out here, and then we can have 1, 2, 3 out of that one. We could get the oak stairs at the bottom, 1 there, 1 either side, and then 1 curling like this, and then at the top of it the same, just like that, keeping it really simple. Sorry, that'll have to come over here, so it's level with that one basically, and then that roof goes into there, and we can always use these ones to go up and lock this bit into place. Now if you want, what you can do is actually just have it as a 3 and curl it in like that, so it doesn't affect the other roof, so it doesn't lock into that one. So you can kind of play around with it. I just wanted to keep it something simple like that. I think along the bottom here, if you would like, this is just an option, you don't have to do this bit. Like all of these, you can put that as an underground bit. That's just for extra detail if you're wanting to add that. You don't have to do it, it's just kind of my little extra bit. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is, I'm going to speed this up though. I'm going to bring all of these walls, see these walls here? They're all going to go up to the same level as these, so you're basically just doing this. And if you would like, you can trail that cobblestone going all the way around if you want. If you don't want to do that, keep it just plain, if you don't want to remove any blocks, but that's just a different option for you. So as you can see, I'm going to bring these all up, going to put them all in whole, and then later we can add our little extra touches to the build, just to make it look good. But for now, yeah, I'm going to bring all those up and we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, we've got those walls up. All that should be left is those down there and these tiny ones here. Now, I've done those for the windows. I'm just going to quickly run around with this little bit here where I'm putting the cobblestone in. Obviously, you don't have to do this bit. So on the inside, I've got that cobblestone running around there, and we've got that there. That's looking nice. And let's swing it around here. Let's have a look. Obviously, we're going to have a doorway right about here, maybe. I'd say about there. Maybe, meh. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for something like that. I'm going to keep it simple for the doorway. I'm going to just do something like this. Turn these like that, keeping it nice and tidy and simple. What is that doing there? And then what we can do, if I can get out of this damn thing, we can start to work on the other things, like I don't know, these windows that's back here. Now you can obviously do the same way you do the cobblestone instead, but 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then we can have maybe just something simple like this across the top, and then maybe, because I'm kind of wanting these as windows, but at the same time, you know, it's just you know, you don't know, do you? Okay, it's fine. I'll put this here and here, so we've got that archway, and then we'll take out these but leave the thingy ones, so at the back it'll look like that. Now we can do exactly the same. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then these down here, and then our 3 across the top, and then we'll put our stairs here and here. Now doing this means we can actually get the glass block and fill it all in, and to the untrained eye this looks like a curved window, hopefully. Why is it getting so goddamn... oh no. I want to undo that. Undo, just in case it's getting really dark. Okay, yeah, to the untrained eye this looks like a cool arched window. I'm going to put these at the side here. So stairs at the side. And do the same on the other side. Just peek over here. And then stair, 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 stair. And then across the windowsill, just because I want to, I'm just going to go like this. And then we can put some trap doors down there. So I'm going to get my trap doors out. Good sir or madam, depending on who's watching at the time. And then we'll put this across. God, I sound like a granddad, man. Yeah, I'm going to leave that like that. That's looking boasty. Pretty both. Both, mate. And then here, I'm kind of wanting... we're going to count 1 2 3. On the fourth one, we'll place a log up. 1 2 3 4 5. Have a 3 gap, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, and then have another 3 gap, 1 2, and then across the top here we're going to bring this into the point of the wall, and then we can start to bring it down with probably stairs. Yeah, let's use the spruce stairs down the side here, because I kind of want this as an entrance, like that, and then we can go underneath until it comes down to the ground. Hopefully that log I've placed is correct. I've got a feeling it's not going to be. No, it's perfect. Look at that. Doubting me. Don't ever doubt me, you people. I got this on lockdown. Right, so I'm going to get this here, 1 2, and then this one, I kind of want to put No, I don't. But at the same time, I kind of do. I don't know what I'm on about. For this kind of little bit, I kind of want to extend the wall just up to that point, and then maybe put the cobblestone along this bit, and then the wall going to here, and then we can just bring these logs up to this point, maybe a bit past it, and then we can have another bit going across here, but you can enter it from down below by making this little thing. So we've just basically got a doorway here, so it's kind of secret. 3 slabs there, and you can get into this bit, it's an underground bit, maybe have another door that leads down into a lower bit. Just so much stuff we can do. Let's get this door caved in. Might have a 2 doorway there, and then have this going across here. We can have our oak across here, 2 up there, 2 up there, and then this going across here, and probably have it across there as well. Yeah, I think that looks pretty kosher. I'm gonna bring, right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bring this up an extra level because I've just seen that it will interfere with our roof, which we don't want. That's not a good thing. So we're just going to basically run this round, and then we can start on the next level. Now this is quite a high house. I'm not sure if I want to do the interior. I kind of like just doing the exteriors, and I get loads of people wanting me to do the interiors, but I don't know, it's just kind of... I'll probably get round to doing all of them, but once you've done this, it's just kind of like, oh really? Can you not do it yourself, man? But yeah, right, okay, I'm going to go down from here. Right, we'll stick that one out like that. We'll get an oak log from there, and then we'll just bring it down until the same as the other one, so it's level with this. So as you can see, we'll go along, perfect, that going across there. Yeah, kind of like that, where it goes into the, fades into the wood, and then we're going to bring these up an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6, because we could have it interlocking into that. And we'll have it up 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to have this going all the way across here, overlapping by 1 at each side, and then we can go down and do 2 out, so like 2 out like this, and then we'll go 3 out, so 1, 2, 3, bring this across. Let's get this light sorted, and I kind of want this as like for the farmyard animals or something. See, if people are in survival, they can actually put their animals in here, and then we'll go down 1 more, which should allow us to put that oak. Wait. Right, so now I'm going to bring this up, and then this is going to go through it, apparently. I really don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm proper winging this one. And then this one going down to the side here, like that. And then, as you can see, we've got those nice structures come through, which makes it look fantastic. And then that going through there. I'm probably going to extend it like that. Yeah, kind of like that. If you don't like it, just don't do it. This is only the barn point anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. And then I'm going to put this, for no reason whatsoever, over the top of this one. No, in fact, no. I'm going to do it from here, so it goes over the top of this one. Check this out. This is going to look awesome. Please look awesome. And then put this over here. Oh, look at that. It's like a Z. It's like a Z. What am I doing? Then I'm going to go like this. Going to fill it all in apart from that little bit, because I kind of wanted to use this as a stage wall, or a balcony even. So So when you get up onto the top levels, we can run this round. Hopefully it works. So we get these going around here. They should be floating in the air. God damn it. It should be floating in the air like that. Perfect. Just how I wanted it. Now we're going to have this going over like this. Just doubling it up, because I totally meant to do that. And this is going across here. And then what we're going to do, just to make it look even more fancy, is we're going to run this round again like this, and this should interlock into this area here, and it kind of looks quite like it needs filling in here. So we'll fill that bit in, fill it all in. Don't worry, don't panic, this is going to look awesome. I really do hope it is. And then we're going to bring this up as well. This is a lot of wood, man. Please. I'm in survival. That's exactly why I'm doing this. I'm doing this so you have to use as much wood as you've got, brother. Get chopping. Okay, I'm sorry. I have an evil side, I promise you. And then we're going to put these little holes in here. Now, we're going to leave that 2 there because obviously it doesn't fit for some reason. And then we're going to place this out like this. And now, as you can see on the inside, it's got this, which I purposely left it that way for no reason. And then we're going to fill this bit in here like this. This is what happens when you freestyle. It just kind of goes all wacky and you just got to kind of wing it. And then we're going to run this one underneath here, so get pause in that video. And we'll have another one going underneath here, just to get that sort of like different dimension in. As you can see here, this is perfect, because what we're going to do here is we're going to take one out from there, one out from there, one out from there, one out from there, and then we should have a 2 in the middle, which leaves perfect access for us to bring these down. And then I can put this going across the top, which adds some kind of design to it. Now if you look from the outside, we've got those little things there, which looks quite cool. Now if you want to add more wood, which that's what I'm all about, adding even more wood, you can do that. Even if you want to do something like this, you know, you'll obviously see the wood on the outside, but that's fine. Yeah, you are completely fine with that. Look into the eyes, not around the eyes. And that's just so we can bring these up a little bit. Just bring them up 2. And then we can have this, which wraps around it even more. And then it just goes over the top of these fences. And basically, we're going to have a 2 line going all the way around like this. And then on the inside here, this would be 2 as well, like that. So it's looking rather perfect. Don't you agree? Agree with me. I don't know. And then we're going to have this here. This going all the way across. And this is where we can keep the farm animals. Perfect. Now, if you want to see your farm animals, because you kind of, I don't know, bit of a farmer, I guess, you can take out these, so like 2 from this side, 2 from this side, 2 from this side, and then you can put your glass in, and then you can see your little animals, how they're getting along. And then down the middle of that, I probably wouldn't divide them up like that. I'd probably have something like this. So this going to that window, and this one going to that window. It's getting dark, man. It's getting dark, people. Right, so we can have our sheep or whatever in there, and then up the side here we can have something where we've got the chests where we collect stuff. See, always thinking ahead. And at the side here as well, we could have these going up this side and this side. So plenty of room. Yeah, so I kind of like that. And then across, we can kind of keep in with the rest of it. I'm kind of focusing on this bit a bit too much, I think, like that. And then, as you can see, we kind of filled it in, but you can kind of fill in these bits, like these cracks and stuff. Fill it all in there. And you can put some lights underneath here. Now I've left that gap purposely for a reason. You can get some glowstone. I didn't actually put that gap there for any reason whatsoever because it doesn't fit. But you can put some glowstone on this bit along here. I'll show you what that gap's for. That gap's for filling in, just like that. And then we can put this across here. I thought that gap was on the other side. But oh well. This is what freestyling's all about. Just kind of going with the flow of the build. Some things don't work out, you just build something else on it. At least you get some kind of creative things from this. I don't know. And then we've got that, and we can start to build it up and do these roofs. Now, this main roof here, I'm going to do this in an oak. So, watch carefully. This is what we're going to do, right? This is an oak coming out here. And this is going to come all the way out here as well. And this is going to go out here. So it's one past it. This is going to come all the way around. And this is going to go out past one. So out past one, go all the way around. And then this one's going to come out past one like that. And yeah. Some of the roofs are going to be different. So you got to watch out. 1, 2, 3 here. Make sure it's past it. Come all the way here, that's going to be past it as well. So these are all basically building up our peaks for the roof. That's going to be past it there. And then this one, of course, is going to go over the top. This is why we raised it a little bit higher, as you can see. Just skim that, and that's going to go past it. Now, this is where you need to take note, because these smaller roofs, see that, right, okay, see this big roof here, this big strip, that's going to go up in a different pattern, like that side and that side. These are going to go up in a normal pattern, like this roof. So this is going to be like stair block going up high, and those are going to slot into it. So I think what we're best to do is do these first. So we're going to put stairs underneath and bring them up. So all of these tiny roofs, I'm kind of tempted to speed this bit up, but I'm afraid quite a lot of people will get lost with it. Right, I'm going to do a couple of them. I might show you. So we're going to put a stair like that, and then we can curl it like that. Okay, so that's one roof. This roof here is going to be exactly the same. So I'll speed this tiny little bit up. I'll do it in little sections, I guess. Okay, so that's that one done. Now, this big one, we're going to leave because we're going to do that a little bit later. And this back one here is exactly the same as those ones, so I'll speed this a little bit up. Okay, so we've got that one. Now, that side over there and this side over here is going to be exactly the same. So we're going to obviously put our stairs. Wherever there is a stair, we are going to put another stair underneath it. But basically it's going to be stair block, all the way to the top. So I'll speed this up, but I'll do a couple of them. So we're going like that, and then we go diagonal up, and then put a stair on it, and just repeat that same pattern. So from each side, we're going to do it at each side. So we've got our stair there, up, diagonal, up all the way to the top. We're going to do the same at each side. So once you got to the top of this one, as you can see, I've put a block on. I'm going to put a stair maybe out like that, one stair like that, and one out like that, just to make that top sort of roof design. And then underneath every stair, as you can see, there's a stair there, stair there, stair there, stair there. We're just going to put stairs underneath of the oak. At the very top, I'm going to have like an oak log sticking out of that, I think. I'm going to keep it fairly simple, I would say, probably. But yeah, something like that. So I'm going to do exactly the same as what I've done here at this other side, and then we'll work on actually getting the other side. Okay, so I've got that one up like that. So this is where you have to pay attention. So what we're going to do here, right, just get comfy in my seat. We are going to be using spruce blocks and we are going to be using spruce stairs. Now, as you can see, it's kind of different. So this log here is going to go all the way to this point. And as you can see, we're going to have this going into here. And then when it gets to this point, because we've got a stair here, so the stair is going to come up here, and then it's going to curl round, and it's going to lock into this one. But when it is the block, as you can see, it's going to be the block coming up to here. You can't curl the block round, can you? So you're going to have to keep it there, so this roof here slots in like this, and it just like hits that bit, if you know what I mean. And then for the next layer, which is going to be, in fact, I'll just do it like this. We're just going to have that going up to there, but we can't go past here because this roof here is going to go there, and it would look funny. So that's where it ends. That's where the top of the roof ends. So you kind of get the idea, and then after that, this stuff is all going to be going straight over it like that. So we know that that roof is a bit higher, so we can't just go all the way along, but you kind of get the idea. But this is why I can't speed it up, because I know loads of people are going to be stuck on this bit. But for these bits here, right, so we'll wiggle these around. I think I'm just going to actually do this one as it is. So once we've done that side, we're going to have to work on this side to make sure that this side interlocks into the rest of it. So we'll get that to there, so that's interlocked into that one. And then this one is going to come up here. You just have to kind of do it in little sections. And this one turns around because it actually fits into that one. This is where it gets more complex with these sorts of roofs if you're doing different styles of roofs. So see, that gets to that point, and then we're going to have this. So this is always, these blocks are always behind it. So you'll know if you go too far, because you'll go to here, and then it'll look funny. You'll be like, no, I need a full block there. Hopefully I'm explaining this okay. It's quite difficult to explain, but by watching it, I don't need to count these bits out either. So yeah, so we've got to the top of this bit here. So this one, we'll bring it up to this point, and obviously if we go past here, it's going to interrupt this one, which is going to be the full block. So we're going to make it a full block. And now we can just bring this one, because we know this is the highest point of the roof, we can actually bring this one to join this one. You see what I mean? So this is like blocking into here, and then we can kind of curl these round. So now we can use these just to kind of curl round. Let's change the time. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this. Now what you could do is you could be still running this big roof all the way through here, and you would be blocking a lot of access on the inside. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to say advanced or something in the title, because I'm going to get a lot of noobs going, I don't know, damn it. Right, as you can see, that's going to go up past here, and it's going into the building now. So when that comes down, we could always stop it, but at the same time, do you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it like this, because I'm actually gonna do a separate part, or walkway even. See, this bit goes to here, and then this bit will lock into this one, and because these roofs are different sizes, it's difficult when it comes to locking them in. Wait, get that out there, and that one should lock into there, because as you can see, this roof is different, and it's going to leave a different gap. But you don't need to worry about that, because I'm going to actually put a different center point. So this is going to come out like this, curl all the way round, and then what we can do is curl this bit all round here, going across to the smaller one, and then we can interlock it in. It's just a bit awkward, that's all. But what you can do, if you get stuck at this point, just fill it in with blocks, you know. You don't have to worry yourself too much with it. And then you can get this going across here, and then just take bits out. So basically make this flat wall. Also, if you want, you can take this over, because that actually slots in with that. And then you've just got kind of like a little gap there. Now, this gap's for a reason, because I'm actually going to do something with this. Like that. Now, from the inside, it'll look quite funny, but we're going to have like this coming down here, and it's going to come all the way across and come down and join with this one. Now, what we can do, in fact, let's take it out from here, and then we can fill this in. This is where it kind of gets complex, and you're kind of doing your own thing, you know. Fill that up to that point, that one up to that point, and you've got that there. And then, as you can see, that's interlocking in there. Just make it a full one. And then you've got kind of a balcony, but it's going to go wrong in areas there, and there's definitely, even like advanced builders are going to get stuck at this bit, because it is like a bit funny. So you can bring it out like this. Now you just got to wing it at this little bit. We can bring this out here, and then we can put an extra block here and here. We'll know by this, yeah. So that floats up in the air, and it goes to that point. That means we can have these going up here. We're not going to have that extra one there. That goes up here and here, and we've got like a little top balcony, just kind of like hidden away. You don't have to do it like that, but it's always an option, you know. For this bit here, we can take out these here, and we can put this across here, because I'm going to actually keep this plain. Have that going up to the top, or the very top, and then another one here and here, and we can use the white wool and fill in those little guard lines. I'm going to do the same for this little one as well. This little roof. This is why I'm quite reluctant for these ones, because if I do go wrong, like I could do something like that, it's gonna get a lot of people stuck. I know it is. I'll put this across here, and this is just gonna weave all the way around like this, going over the top of there, and then basically going round all these roofs. And we've got an extra trim. But it looks good for it. So we're going to do that. Bring that all the way around. Add to there. That one goes in there. This one can obviously come round like that. Just kind of a nice look, you know. I'll get this white wool and I'll put it in. We'll see what it looks like. I keep having to change the time because the brightest thing on this setting is at 600 hours, but obviously that's quite close to nightfall. The sun is the highest point in the sky or something. Right, so we've got those looking sweet, those looking nice, looking good. For these kind of little edges, now we're only going to be able to do it on some points. Obviously some points we're not going to be able to do it, but I'm going to get this. Will it work like this? Let's have a look. I kind of want another edge like this going across, because of that stone is quite heavy. Yeah, so you can kind of just get in just to get it, but it adds that extra detail in. If you don't want to do this extra bit, you don't have to. It's a lot more wood, but I feel it's going to make it look a lot better. It's going to give it a better trim. I think we can get away with it going all the way around, but when it gets to this point here, it's going to actually slot into this roof. Yeah. So when it gets to this point, you can just turn this into a full block where it goes in there. We don't need to do it across the other one. So that we've got that there. I might actually do a big window there or something. Yeah, so that so far I kind of like it. I'm gonna have windows here. So starting from here and here and here, we're gonna count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then we can have our window turning from this point all the way around, and then turn it at this point, and then across the top here, just have something like that. You can turn them like the other ones, like that, and then we can get our oak. Just keeping it nice and simple for these ones, nice and simple. So we've got those. We're going to put some windows in it a little bit later. What you can do is you can do a window 1, 2, 3, 4, just like we've done with the other ones, but just from here, curl it in, and at the very top we could actually turn this into a 3 window like that, and then get one of these like that, turn it like that, get these on. You can kind of change which direction and which placements you want the windows, because they are quite simple windows. Haven't gone full out with them. Exactly the same with this one. If you want, this is what you can do, just to make your life a little bit easier, is just go from this point and use that as a marker, like that, and then you can just kind of pretend that roof's not there and slot it in later. I'll show you like different ways, because if you're getting stuck with that roof over there and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'll quit, might as well give you another option. It's because you have to remove a lot of logs if I did it this way, because you have to go like this, basically bring them to this point, and then at some point you're going to hit into these, aren't you? So you're going to have to take some out to put them in, and I get a lot of people saying I don't like doing it that way, but that's why I do it that way, because up there, as you can see, it goes wrong, and it's alright if you're in creative, but if you're actually doing a tutorial for it, you get a lot of angry people. You get a big mob. You feel like Shrek. They're all after me. I'm gonna have this right. So now we're just gonna keep it simple. We can get these roofs up. So I can speed this bit up now, hopefully. Basically, it's just following the same pattern until it gets to the top. So where we've got blocks here, you use a block. Where you've got a stair, you use stairs all the way to the top. And then the very top one, well, we can have oak going all the way across the top from this very top one here, and then the rest of it will be spruce. So I'm going to speed this bit up for the big roof. Okay, so I've got that roof on. It's all nicely done, and yeah. Does this fit into there? That actually fits into there, perfect. So you can put that across there, and you can kind of mess around with this bit. If you don't like it, you can kind of just do whatever you want at this side. Just kind of experiment, get a bit creative with it. But yeah, we've got that, that's looking nice, and then what we can do, we can shave this little bit off, just so we can actually use our logs. We'll get the log going across here. I'm going to keep it really simple at this point, because, yeah, I'm going to shave it off this one as well. And then I'm just simply going to do this. Right, so we're going to find the dead center, which is here, bring it down till it actually meets this log, and then we're going to do every single other one. So just bring them up to the point of that, and then fill the rest in with white wool. Now then, once we've done that, we can decide if we want extra windows where we will need to bring out stuff. Like in here, if you don't like this little bit, you can kind of fill it all in and stuff. Like this could be a floor level. Like I'll give you an example. Okay, so say that we bring it round here. Bring this up to here, because people are going to be asking me to do the interior, so I might as well fill in some points. Fill it into this point here, and as you can see, it goes underneath there. You can like fill these bits in. If you don't like that bit, you can fill it in. Get a bit creative with it, you know. You can kind of do your own thing. You don't have to stick to the tutorial. I like to teach people to kind of go their own way with builds like this. Now I wanted to do that there because I wanted like a different level where we could maybe, do you know, you could probably put stairs up here, like have staircase going from there, and then you can expand to this bit, and then you have like different depths, and then you can have like this where you could have like a place where you're keeping chests at the side. It keeps it like quite versatile, different. You don't have to do it symmetric, you can have it at different sides. If you've got OCD though, probably not advisable. I know people don't like that sort of thing. Well, I don't usually, to be honest. It's nice to have things symmetrical, you know. That's why I have 6 girlfriends, you know. You gotta keep it symmetrical. They keep complaining like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, I can't just, you know. After I got 3, or was it 2? I don't know. I'm trying to build and think. I'm not very funny. I'm sorry. Right, so that could be a floor level. Wait, get that in. Do you see what I mean? Like you can have different. Like you like, I don't like that bit. Change it, brother. You know. Right, so I'm gonna get this and copy it exactly the same. I think at this point in the tutorial I start to get tired and start talking a lot of crap. I'm like, yeah, do you know what I mean? This is probably why I don't do the longer tutorials, because I don't want my subscribers to listen to all this spew that just falls out of my mouth from occasions, you know. I'm sparing you the trouble, so really you should be slapping that like button from sparing you from my brain. Okay, so we've got a nice floor level there. If you want to put a staircase down from a different location, you can. Maybe you want a floor level coming down from here. I'm just going to give you some inspiration, right? Little bits of inspiration here or there, some nuggets of info. I hate that word, nuggets. I'm just going to give some nuggets of information. Yeah, mate, shut up. Okay. Right, okay. So you can have something like that. Say that you don't like it. That's fine. Delete it. Maybe you don't want it to that point. So what you do is get a wall coming up to this point. Maybe you just want a wall going up there, you know? Maybe you want stairs coming down so it doesn't affect that window. Maybe what you want to do is have a staircase coming down from, let me see, here. You can have a staircase coming down from here, like this whole bit here. Could be a staircase going down. Maybe you don't want a staircase there. You don't put a staircase there. Problem solved. Have this coming up to here. 3 wide, 4 wide. Does it matter? This is where you get creative with these builds. So you could have this here, and you don't think about it. I think probably the best tip I could ever give is like when you're doing this sort of thing, just don't think about it. Just do it, you know? Just kind of build, and then eventually it might look good. And sometimes it looks rubbish, but that's when you change it, you know? People ask me all the time, where do you get your inspiration? And I don't. It's probably the safe answer. I really don't. I just kind of build. Half of the time, if I'm honest, ask any good builder, are they really thinking when they're building? Well, I don't know, probably most builders are thinking like, well, this goes here. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. I just kind of go with the flow of it. Like, you're probably like, oh, he's thinking about doing this and that. Nah, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just kind of, it's kind of like, I think of Minecraft as, it's kind of like meditating for me, in a way, in a strange way. It's just kind of like relaxing. So I'd just be doing this. I'm just like, and then next minute I kind of blink my eyes and then something's been built. You know, just kind of going with the flow of it. So like maybe you want this open as like a kitchen. Maybe you want like this little area to be filled with books. Fill it with books. Like you don't know what to do with this area. Maybe you want another floor level. Maybe that's on here, but you have another floor level that comes around to about this point. So you could have this going over here because you want to be able to see that window. So bring another floor level here. Be like, well, it's going to go over the stairs. Well, don't put it over the stairs. It's probably the simplest answer. Like, go to there and then you can kind of go over like that. And then you've got another doorway here. Maybe you want to bring this up from this area. And as you can see, we've got those windows there. So you'd probably stop at the window point. And then you'd maybe go like this. This is what I'd do. So you'd have it, you're kind of having like different floor patterns. Hopefully it gives you enough inspiration to kind of do your own. So you got it to that point there. Maybe bring this over to here. Over to that point. And then you're like, oh, what can we do here? Like this point here. You could have this coming up here, which kind of supports them all. Another one coming from here. No, here, sorry. In the corner of it. Like that. And then you could join that one to that one. You could have this over more, if you could actually fit underneath, which you can. Perfect. And then you could have another one that's kind of making that one level with that one. Maybe going all the way through. And then you could fence it off so you don't fall down that point. And then that goes to there. And then this bit here, you could use the stairs to wrap around it. So you've kind of got different levels in your build. You know, something like that, you know. So you've got kind of like loads of different levels here. You could have this, so it's open plan. And then this goes down like this. This goes down like this. And then for this point here, maybe you want a fencing up here so you can actually, I don't know, you could block it off with some more oak at that side. Doubling it up for that bit, just as you get onto that bit. Let's time set it. But you kind of get the idea of what I kind of do. So you're like, you've got onto that point, you're like, well, how do you get up here? You know? I'm thinking exactly the same thing myself. And you just, maybe you want another staircase coming down from here, you know? Have the stairs come down from there. If you're like, well, that's not good enough, want it there. And then you could have like this balcony coming down from here, and hopefully it should work. There's a lot. I'm kind of getting a bit distracted with the inside really, and I should be working on the outside, but you kind of get the point. What I'm trying to make here. I'd love to see what you come up with just from me kind of explaining this way. Like you see, you've got that. It's like, I don't know, maybe you want to shave that off and then, I don't know, put something like this or something, curl it round, or just delete it altogether, you know, kind of work with it. And then here we can't get through, so we just extend it a bit. Extend it, build onto the walls, build extra. You get the point, you get the idea anyway. So you're like, oh, well, this one's higher and this one. Put another staircase, maybe you want another floor about this level, bring it down. Maybe you just want a staircase that goes all the way down here, which would mean you'd have to expand it like that. There's so much you can kind of do to it, but hopefully I've given you enough inspiration so you can kind of crack on and do that, hopefully. But I don't know, that's how I kind of look at it when I'm building. I haven't really got a set plan. I kind of like do it in sections. So think of it like, I don't know, say that you wanted like a staircase and you knew how you wanted a certain staircase. Build that staircase, see what it looks like once you've built it, and then add to it from there. If you understand what I mean from that. Like here as well, you see how it's blocked off. We can do this. Like, you can break into it and then, you know, be like, I want this as usable space. And you've now got it. But like, you can't blame people for not thinking in this way, because like, if you haven't been told to try and think of it this way, then you're always going to think in the same pattern. So I don't ever like judge people for not being able to do it, but at the end of the day, when hopefully you've got the right tools now, you know, try and make it your own. I'd love to see what you can kind of do with this, because you think of how many people are probably watching it and how many different ideas. I think what we should do is everybody get me on Twitter with like their style or design that they've done for the inside, and we'll see what we can do. What I'll do, I might do a second part and like show what everybody's done or something. I think that might be quite a good idea, something like that. So as you can see, that's fairly plain, but what you can do is it's just an idea. You can take this out and you can kind of you can mess around with it if you want to add more detail. I'm wanting to keep it fairly simple. As you know, if you've seen any of my other tutorials, well, not like tutorials, but mostly the ones that I kind of show you guys, I put a lot of detail into these sort of houses. And doing that sort of detail, it takes a long time. We're talking like 4-5 hour videos. I just don't think people want that. I mean, comment down below if you're like, yeah, I could deal with a 4 or 5 hour video. I will actually go out of my way, and I'll spend 4 or 5 hours. I don't take any breaks when I do these. I kind of do them all straight up. Like if I'm doing a 2 hour video, by the end of it, if you rewind to the end, I probably sound drained. It's like talking for 2 hours or whatever. But you kind of get the idea, right? Here, like maybe you want this coming through here, and then you're like, oh, yeah, let's have another point of access coming from this point. Want it so it comes out to here, and then what we could do is have this coming from this point here, and then we've got kind of another access point here, and then we can kind of extend it into it, you know. There's so much you can kind of do with this. You can kind of bring it up so this level here on the inside is brought all the way across here to this point, and then I don't know, you could even lock it into this point here if you wanted that as usable space. That sort of thing, you could get that there, and obviously this railing is a bit higher, so so you go like that, and then bring these logs up in areas. So that one would be up here. Bring this all the way up to the point, just so you can kind of get railings on it, get some lighting. Hopefully you guys can see this stuff. It'd be pretty good if you can. After all this, like that here. But you get the idea of this, hopefully. Anyway, hopefully you got the idea of it. It kind of gives it, when you've got a house, when it's got like these different sort of stages, I think it really makes it. And like you can put columns in the roofs and stuff like that. There's so many different levels you can get from it, but that's making that balcony as a usable space. Here's a window idea, just something like this, something really simple. So I don't know, 3 from the ground or something like that, and then bring this across here, and then you could get some oak log, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, or even 3, and then you could have this curling round like this, or you could have it across the top like this, and then you could use, I don't know, white wool in there, plop that out, and then you could have this going across the top here. If you don't like that, you don't have to use that. You could have one here. You could keep it simple like that, but use these bits sticking out for more detail. Or if you would like, what you can do, go like this, extend the roof a little bit more, going across the top there and all the way around, and then you can bring this round even more like this, and then you can get some dirt blocks, put it across the bottom. You could have another log either side. There's just so much you can kind of do with it. To wrap, get a trapdoor or something, if I can actually pick these damn things up. They keep flying out. 3 across there, then you could get these going up the sides. You can have some bushes going down the sides of them. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. And then you could have like 2 plain ones here, maybe 3, to make that cool. Add some windows in. Keep that plain, but have something like your normal plain oak logs here, but have a really high bush to cover some areas of the wall that's quite plain. Or you could have chimneys coming up in those areas. These bits across here, you could have something like this. I'd probably do a couple on each side, because if it's uneven, you usually get 2 in the middle. But you can have something like that, you know. It's quite simple, but at the same time, looks quite good. And then you can always add stuff to the wall, just to trim it round to make it look a little bit better. Now, what you can do for this bit, if you don't want 3 windows, you can maybe have it as just a 2 window, but have bush running around the side, like bush coming around this bit, so it adds more to it. I'd probably bring that bush down so it doesn't interact with that one as much, doesn't look odd. So let's have a look back from that. That's good. And then you could have another one here as well, so 1, 2, 3, bring those high bushes up like that. That's looking nice. Here, down here, we can have some here. See, we've got that bit there, so you can have these as like 2 high windows, probably advisable. And then you can have, I don't know, some bush around these areas. You could have it fenced off, where you could have that up there. This goes up and around at that bit, and then you can just kind of bring them up in all areas. Probably putting those down like that, so it gives it a bit more. And then if you want, you can kind of trail this going round and have it as an overhang. Maybe you could put some of this underneath or something, bringing it down. Or you could have a log like you've got by the side of the thing and just bring it through like that. So you've got that. You've got this entrance on the way in. You can actually put the door on like this, so it covers that archway. I'd probably stick with the stone slab thing you've got going on. And then you can put like bookshelves up there and stuff. You can have that to the top. You can use that as an excuse to bring it down across the stairway here, so you've only got like a tiny gap to get through. You can kind of mess around with it. It's quite versatile, this sort of style. You can have that into that point, and then have a little area where you can still get in, you can get past here, you've got your different stairs and stuff, have some bookshelves on the inside, get your lights up there, lights on the ceiling and stuff. So we've got that, that's fairly simple there. That's looking nice. You can add more details to these by adding extra logs on like these sides here and stuff like that. And then maybe you can do something like, I don't know, have this going across. Adding your extra details in here and there where you would like. And then having simple bits here. Adding bushes here and there. Obviously adding your windows in. So, I mean, you can put iron bars as well because it's quite bricky, I would say. I'm going to keep it the same with this. But I'm wanting it quite simple because I don't want to go too overboard with this. Because I kind of want to keep it survival friendly in a way. Get this up here. I wonder how long this one is. It's probably only about an hour or something. Hour, 2 hours, I guess. But yeah, something like that. I think it's quite nice. But I'll show you something different you can do, just to add detail to it. Is you could do something like this. Get your polished andesite on your corners and just put it up like that. Just makes the brick work a little bit different, a little bit more quirky. So it kind of adds to it, I guess. You can do that. You could even do it in a different block. Let's we can experiment actually. Why not? Let's try it in an oak. Let's try an oak block like this. I think that works, you know. I think that works quite good. Let's get that one in there. Like that. I think that looks pretty good. You could even do stairs, in fact. I think that would work as well. Let's get that up to the top. Get this one from here, bringing it down. There's no specific pattern to this. I think you could just do it for the top there area and you don't have to mess around with it at the bottom for that bit. That bit looks quite good. Let's go around here. That's looking alright. You can obviously do some more designs and patterns to the roof. You can do it up the side here as well. So places where you think it's quite bare, you can, it just shows you how easy you can change it up by just adding like little blocks. I'd probably do it the same as everything else, starting from the third one up and then every other one all the way up like this, and then just in there maybe. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, I think that should make it look quite good. And then we can do it up the side here as well. I'm gonna do it for everything, I think. I haven't done this before with the oak. I haven't seen it before either, so that's always a good thing. Let's see, we'll do it for this one as well. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna have to do it underneath. You could even do it like that. I think that might actually look quite cool as well. So you could kind of experiment with it, see what works for you. If you don't like it, you don't do it. Problem solved, my friend. Problem solved. There we go. But I think that's alright. I think that should do. And then obviously you can add your little bits by adding bushes, trees around the area. Like maybe if you wanted, I don't know. Yeah, you could probably add some trees and stuff. And especially on the roof, you can have more of these peaks coming off the roof and stuff. And you can add some bushes and stuff like that. I would probably do something like this. What you can do is have these out by an extra 3. And then you could do like a little lantern design by... So that's 1, 2, 3. Get some cobblestone. Cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cobblestone. Glowstone. Glowstone. Get some glowstone. Wrap it with trapdoors. doesn't have to be where the windows is. You could have it even further down, I guess. And then we can have cobblestone, and then maybe 1, 2. Something like that coming off the side. And you can have them in different areas coming off. You can have even, maybe you just wanted 1, 2, 3. Have this coming along like this. And then you could have, I don't know, this coming across. It kind of holds it, and it's one of those little signs. You could put some signs on there or something, where you could put the name of the place, or you could just cover it in trapdoors, like I'm doing. And then what you can do, this is quite a nice idea that kind of works, is like these little bits here. You can put them out and then down and out. So, in fact, 1 down, 1 out. I think this works better. 1 down, 1 out. 1 down, 1 out. You could do this all over the place, so you don't have to do it specifically here, but it's just an idea. And you can make little plant pot, flower pot things that I usually add to my builds. I just think it looks quite good by adding these little side bits, and then you can put your flowers and your plants on there. And then obviously on the inside there you can add more windows in there as well, wherever you'd like. I'm going to put some red flowers because I always add these. I just like them. The only decent big bush, I think. You got these on the side. That's looking cool. Just look how much difference it makes. Like, make sure that's level with that. You can put them here. Just have the one at the side and experiment with it. You know, add them all over the place. Get creative with it. That's what it's all about. That's what Minecraft's about. Creativity. Get this up here. Some bush. Have some paths trailing around. You could have some rivers running down. You could have, say that you wanted something like this. You could have this coming through here, so it adds more detail to the roof, like this. See how much a difference just kind of tiny little details make to your build. Now, if you wanted to do that all the way through, you could do that. If you wanted to do stuff like this, put them underneath here, like that. Well, best do it the other side. Don't want uneven, like that, you know. And you could do it on the inside as well, like for extra detail on the inside, like people who like a bit of detail. You could put these all the way through. Obviously, that could go all the way through. But this goes through to here, and to here, and to here, like this. And you can put some stuff up there and stuff. You can even have like just these walls coming down that kind of like keep those brackets in place, like pinned brackets, and one coming straight through holding that one up. You know, there's quite a lot of detail that you can add, like maybe you just want this coming up here. As you can see, it sticks on this landing, so you could have, I don't know, maybe a big window here. Maybe you just wanted the 2 windows, or maybe if you wanted it as an exit out of the place. So you can kind of do that, mess around with some ideas, but I think all we need to do, obviously you'd put some gate posts on there and stuff, and then if you would like, you can, I don't know, you didn't want those, you could add bushes going around the place in some areas, blocking it into that area, or you don't like that, you can have it blocked off there, that leads into there. There's a little wall, little side wall. We've got our flowers here that we can use, usable, but, oh, I've forgotten these windows. Let's get these windows in, and then I'm going to call it a day, I think. You can obviously add buttons around the place and stuff like that, and a good thing you can do is get your vines and stuff coming down from the building, making it look quite rustic, run down. Put them in different places. Have them coming up here, weaving up. But you kind of get the idea. I don't know how I'm going to actually take a photo of this one. It's quite a big one, isn't it? That's what she said. No, she never. Okay, let's see. For this one, yeah, right. So yeah, just you can kind of just add random stuff. Just keep going, man. Keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it growing. You know. But something like that, I think I'm going to take a picture from the front here. So, if that's the case, I'm going to make it look a bit more pretty. So I'm going to put this log out here, bringing these ones out, which gives an excuse for them being on the inside, because it just makes it look pretty. And then maybe, I'm going to try this, it might not look good, but it's worth a try, yeah? That's what it's all about. One of these on each one, just to give a little bit of pattern design, like that. Let's step back. Kind of like it, it's kind of nice. And then, obviously, I want the thumbnail to look nice, so I'm just going to pick out a few windows here. Just shows you how many different kind of things you can do with it. You can do it all types of ways. Does that go up to there? Have that up to there, and then we could maybe have, instead we could have an oak line going across the top here. Have an oak going from there, and then we could have some, this is what I'm going to do for this bit here, just because I want to make it look a little bit better. I'm going to get an anvil at this side, anvil at this side, bush, bush, and then I'm going to get a flower pot across all of them, and I'm just going to stick a red flower in each one of them, even though nobody can ever water those flowers, which is kind of sad, but oh well. 3 across there as well, and then we might even do the same as what we did at the other side, where we went like this and put this down. Or we could even have it just from that area there, and just have this one as kind of a small one. So have it like that, maybe 2 even. Get our glowstone, glue. This must be over an hour, I'm sure of it. And then 1 there. Get this one. Get our trapped doors. Trap. I really hope it. I've actually done recordings like this before and found out that it wasn't recording. That was probably the worst day of my life. That's like the worst thing that can happen to you when you're doing YouTube. It's a killer. But yeah, across here as well, you can do these. You can have these little plant pots and little ferns and stuff. I'm trying to think what else you could probably add to the outside. You could probably get away with. Let's have a little look. That's looking kind of nice. I kind of like that angle, but at the same time I kind of like this angle as well. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Probably something like that, maybe. Might do something more to it, but you can add trees around like that. But yeah, I think that's alright. Hopefully you got enough inspiration from this and the inside to kind of do your own thing with it. Like if you don't want the door there and you want a door here, like this, bring this over. It's just completely adaptable, like this, and then at least this way you can get these going up like that, you know. And then you can put, I'll probably put spruce doors on, even if you want to bring these all the way up to the next level, so it just slots into that, as you can see. But yeah, hopefully that's enough inspiration for one day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you slap that like button, show that support if you want more like this, because if you do enjoy them, I will definitely do more. Definitely. But yeah, I'm almost addicted. I shall catch you in the next video. I've got a really tiny one over there, so if you do like your really small medieval houses, well, I'll just change to this so I can zoom in. I've got a really small one over there. It's not bad. It's not bad. I kind of like it. It's kind of nice. Something like that. So I'll put that one down in the description as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your new, massive, huge medieval house. There you go. Oh my god, that was so difficult. See you later, guys. Peace.